Welcome back. It is Tuesdays. That means we get to check in with the Unconventional Dietitian, Daphne Olivier. Daphne, thanks so much for joining us virtually today.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I am wonderful. Now, today we're kind of tackling the topic of dieting. So, how can we rethink that word diet?
Okay, so typically when people hear the word diet, we automatically think of like the foods that we're supposed to eat. And generally speaking, that is correlated with weight loss. So not always, but generally it's correlated with weight loss. So my challenge to you would be to, if we look at diet from a different context, the word diet actually just means the kinds of foods that you eat. Okay. So it doesn't necessarily attach itself to anything. So if I challenge you to think about what is your goal with your eating style, so your eating patterns, your food habits, whatever word you want to, like however you want to phrase that, what is your goal? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to control blood sugar? Are you trying to have better energy? I mean, there are lots of reasons that we can be eating for a specific reason. And so what is your goal? And are your food habits or is your diet supporting that goal? Are your choices that you make every day supporting that goal, or are they not?
Okay, so when we go to think about the choices that we make in supporting that goal, how should we kind of get into that mindset? What should we be doing?
Well, so first you have to know what your goal is. So, Stephen Covey, he's like a guru. He always says, begin with the end in mind. Okay. So you need to know what you're aiming for. And everybody can be people are aiming for different things. So I think there's a concept that all foods, there's a certain subset of foods that are good for everyone and a certain subset of foods that are bad for everyone. And all foods fit into one of those buckets. Okay. And that's not necessarily the case. So depending on what your goal is will depend on if those foods are supporting you or not. So you have to first know your goal, and then you have to have enough knowledge about your typical food choices and if they are working to meet that goal or not. So rather than thinking about food as good or bad and is this, healthy or not healthy, you really have to know what you're aiming for before you can decide if something is healthy or not healthy.
I like that. It kind of shifts it into a more positive term. Daphne, we're out of time, but if people have questions, how can they contact you?
So you can find me at my website, theunconventionaldietitian.com, and you can contact me through the contact page.
Awesome. Daphne, as always, thank you so much for joining us every Tuesday to share your health and wellness knowledge. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Y'all have a great week.